Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. We've got Buzelis and Freddie Simons out there with Trey Jones. Then there's Okoro, and it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Magic, on the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. With the season just getting underway, how much weight should we put on these early results, RJ?
Oh, the early season does carry some importance for some clubs. I'd say teams on the younger side, or the teams that have reshaped their offense.
Getting ready for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Wagner. Richardson's checked in for Desmond Bane. And Black subbed in for Suggs. MP outside. Pass to Giddey. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. And this game is tied up now.
Like, sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Batase with a screen. Batase, great positioning on the putback.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Here's Miller. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It's been all about Franz Wagner for Orlando. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lane and showing great anticipation.
On the court for Chicago, Jalen Smith is out there with Miller. Then it's Josh Giddey, then it's MP, and it's Sexton in at the 3. And a bit of an unusual path for MP to make his way into the NBA. He refined his game playing overseas in Europe before landing on a roster here in the States.
And heading overseas to work on your game is something I don't think enough young prospects take advantage of. There are some great success stories in the NBA of players who did that, and hopefully MP can add his name to that list.
MP making the long-range connection.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the 3rd player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2? LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. Down low. Here's De Silva, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Pass to Giddey, back to MP. Here's Miller. They set the pick. Lets it go from 11. And it's Giddey missing.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Howard against Giddey. Here's Banchero, and Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So for the Magic, Wagner's checked in for De Silva. Desmond Bane. Timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Richard, the Bulls going from playing one of the slowest paces in the league to one of the fastest.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start to trend towards youth. You got to put those young legs to use, trying to pace and space with three-point shooting.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Simons. Gets the 3 ball to go. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, "He wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is." Guys, back to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
So for the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Banchero comes in for De Silva. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Outside Bain. Banchero with a screen on Simons. Orlando again missing.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Stolen by Carter. To the inside. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
And here's MP from outside. Drops in the 3. Henry's got 14 points for the game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Bulls up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You know, for Orlando, so far, they've had it pretty easy. All their games at home, are you kidding me? But they're hard for me to evaluate until they've been tested on that road, Jack.
Well, we can circle back after that game, since you don't have an answer ready. Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Making a switch here. MP's checked in. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. There's Simons with a 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
All right, a chance to check in on Jalen Suggs' status. What do you have, Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Magic's head athletic trainer. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. So with all this happening right now at the start of the season, guys, it'll be interesting to see what changes they made to the lineups.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries.
Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Anthony Black out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Carter in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Well, every year we see a few teams that exceed expectations, Richard. In your experience, what's the blueprint for an overachieving team?
Well, a lot of times you see new coaching staffs unlocking a roster. Other times it's just healthier bits of competition. And don't forget, health is always a huge component.
Here's Buzelis. He's got 6, and Okoro gets it to go.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Carter. Inside. Here's Bane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 18 points for Desmond Bane.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
From deep, MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Black passes to Carter. Carter, a screen on Simons. Black outside to the paint. Here's Carter. Lays it up and in off a pretty assist. Carter's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
From deep, MP. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 13. Paolo sinks the tricky floater.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They host the Hawks after this one, and that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Pass to Bane. 3-pointer. Chicago with a rebound. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's Simons, and he banks in the layup. Simons got 19 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
That takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. It's the Bulls. They're up by 3. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Bulls, getting the 4th quarter going. MP is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Miller. Then there's Jalen Smith. And it's Simons in at the small forward position. Richard, it's just a few years into Desmond Bane's career, but he's historically good shooting threes.
I mean, B.A., he is over 40% for his career. In the top 25 all-time of three-point percentage, and that is on a major volume.
Giddey passes to Simons. And here's MP from outside. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pass to Batase. Payne surveying the D. The floater, and Wagner with the nice bucket inside. Wagner's got his first 2 points.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling. But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
To the paint. Here's Wagner. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Wagner's gotten 4 this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Giddey. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. From 13, and it's Simons missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than that.
Here's De Silva. And the layup falls.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Banchero comes in for Wagner. And Wagner subbed in for De Silva. Then for Chicago, Collins, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Miller. And Okoro is subbed in for Giddey. Up top, Banchero. And it's rejected.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
That one's in there. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Outside MP from downtown. No good. Magic trail by 4. Here's Payne for 3. Collins rips down the board.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
He got it.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
Outside Bain. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Shoots a 3. Collins rips down the board. Chicago leading by 6.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive and trying to score.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Outside Bain. Bucket! Straight in!
This team trusts Bain, and he comes through.
And so MP will bring it up for Chicago. 6-point lead. Simons, it's money from deep.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Payne. Cleared away by Simons. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
And so here is Orlando. Bane fires! The triple drop!
You gotta D-up Bane from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots in bunches.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simon's progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
This one belongs to Chicago. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, your team needed your scoring night to win, and you delivered, passing the 20-point mark on the way to victory. Was that the game plan coming in, or did you see something that led to an adjustment?
More like this. It's both. Every time you come down the floor, the defense tells you what to do. Maybe you set the ball screen, maybe you space out the corner. If you're on a break, maybe you kick it out to the wing. Maybe it's pushing the ball yourself. What I'm trying to say is if you make the right choices, you're going to win games. And that's what you saw tonight.
Great choices then, MP. Way to go.
Thank you, JQ.
Back to you, Brian.
As always, thank you, Jennifer. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.